Alrighty. I am using my Pacifica wipes again to remove all the shadow from my arms, and this is still just my first wipe I've been using since my last video. Yeah. Look at that. So, I'm going to see if it'll take me through the rest of it, and if not, then that's cool too, because that's a lot of makeup being removed, and this one sheet did the job. Pretty much. I mean, well, okay, I'm still very glittery, but you know how that glitter is, that, yeah, y'all know. Yeah, I probably should change the wipe. I'm actually going to. And I will just do my last three and my favorite palettes. And then lay down as well and probably fall right to sleep because this did the trick. This worked. Okay, yeah, I needed another one. Better. So, glitter. Ooh, my husband's like, you got glitter in the bed again. Because I mean, I've gotten glitter in the bed before. Sometimes I'll sit up and, be real quiet and play on my phone or something, or play with my makeup with a flashlight. Because I get bored if I can't sleep. I do shit at night. Okay. So pretty. I know I showed these already, but I don't really care. If you're like me and you love glitter, you're happy and you're cool, and hopefully this is aesthetically pleasing to you. If it would, just, I'm sure the focus isn't, but whatever. I'm trying. I'm learning. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this one. Oh, yeah. This one's just, oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I love it so much. I've been using this one a lot. 2 shades in particular for the one look I've been doing lately when I realized I liked a lot of pink, and I've been using the Ooh La La palette and the Ducky eyeliner with some of these pink glitters on top of my eyelid. Also using a Colourpop shadow to highlight, which I have a highlight coming. It'll probably be here after Christmas. I got one Colourpop order, which was the cheaper order, the smaller order, coming in Wednesday, I think. And this next one, I have no idea when it'll be in, of course, because I just did it today. And yeah, it'll probably get here after Christmas, so I don't expect it, or anything. So I'm not gonna be a titty baby about and complain about having to wait. I already know I'm gonna have to. Bleh. I don't have to like it, but I'm here for it now. It's all good. I understand. It does not mean I have to like it. I do not have to like it. Yeah. So, almost done with all these beautiful glitters that are going to be all over the place. No, not really. They really don't hang around too much. My husband, the first time I put some of this glitter on my eyes, he's looking at me like, you're gonna get glitter all over everything. And he sounded like, oh man, like that kind of way, like, you're gonna get glitter all over everything now. Like, oh my god, like, whatever. He's just mad because he can't wear glitter where he works. No, I don't know. I don't know, I'm just messing with him, but he hates glitter, so if he sees glitter, he's gonna be pissed. Whatever. He knew what this was. He knew what I was doing. Well, he don't right now. I mean, he'll know I'm making a video. He's gonna ask me where'd the glitter come from, and I'm gonna tell him, well, where do you think? Honestly, where would glitter be coming from in this house? My Colourpop palettes. You know this. We all know this. You knew this when you bought these for me. And he probably said something like that when I told him it was all glitter, and he looked at me all crazy like, really? If I didn't have to be the one to clean it up, I'd send him a glitter bomb. And if my mom wouldn't have to be the one to clean it up, I'd send it to my dad too, because he's the same way. He hates glitter. But they can kiss my butt. I mean, not literally. I mean, my dad definitely not. I mean, my husband can. I don't care. But, you know. Damn, that's a lot of glitter. Holy crap. Okay. Look at all that glitter. Speaking of that, there's a really good song by Motley Crue called Glitter, and I think it's about a stripper. Yeah, I got... Ah! Dang, that's the second freaking time I've done that. I'm sitting on bed, so I have that on a tablet. Or my tripod on a tablet, and like I said in one of my previous videos, the tripod is a little too small for my heavy butt of a phone. I love this phone so much, I'm not talking crap about it. I love it. But, let me tell you, it is quite heavy. So, yeah, this tripod, it was very cheap at Target, so I don't care. But, I'm new at this, so like I said, I didn't want to buy a bunch of equipment to... You know what I mean. I can't see what it says. I'm trying to see if there's a name on it. Because I don't know what this palette was actually called. I'll link it in the description in a minute. And I'll try to remember what's sold out and what's not. And when I make these videos, if you watch them the next day or a week later or whatever, they might not be sold out again. Or they still might be sold out. My best thing to tell you is that when you get on the site and something is sold out that you really want, click the thing where it says email me, and they'll email you when they're back in stock. Got an email about one of the palettes I really want, and I went ahead and told my husband, like, hey, that palette I was telling you about on your lunch break was that wasn't in stock at the time, is back in stock, so Actually, I noticed that after I went to lay down with Stevie and I texted it to him and he never texted back. So either he went ahead and ordered it and he's going to tell me tomorrow, or he didn't see it and he's going to order it tomorrow. Because if I just tell him that, I don't even have to ask and he'll do it, or he'll think I really want it, even though he thinks he can read my mind, and he can sometimes, but not all the time. Just because I say I want something doesn't mean I absolutely have to have it. I might mention something to him as a hint, but if he's going to get all mad about it, I'll be like, no, I can live without it. I mean, it is his money. Like I said, he has a right to tell me no. He has a right to get upset if I spend a lot. I mean, so it's what it is. He works a lot, so it's okay. I'm happy with how that is, because it does keep me from going overboard. If he just gave me money, I would probably go overboard all the time. Make sure my kids were taken care of first, of course. I wouldn't just, you know, not care about them and just go blow money on myself. But I mean, I'll be honest, I did blow a little bit of money during Christmas shopping on myself, but I haven't actually done that in a very long time, and I already got everything for my girls and, you know, other people we're shopping for, which we're not worrying about other adults in our family right now anyways. I mean, I got stuff for my husband, but we're not worrying about our parents, or we can't. I mean, we just, everybody understands that. It's like, we've already made it clear they don't have to get our kids anything if they can't. But we are getting, you know, we're still getting some people's stuff. But I did end up spending a lot of money on a girl's Christmas, and then my husband let me, and I say that and I don't mean to sound weird, but my husband let me spend some of his money. That's why I say that, because I do believe it's his money and I should ask. I have worked before, but when I worked, that money was mine. I did help with things, but he never asked. He never once asked me to give him any of my money that I was making, which wasn't a lot, but still. I mean, working as a body piercer, I could come home with $400 that was the most I ever made in one night, honestly. But, and I only worked on the weekends, which were the longest days of the, you know, or the longest hours, the longest shifts, you know what I mean? Or there weren't shifts, but the longest hours were Saturday and, or Friday and Saturday, and that really sucked. I hated staying up that late and working that late, but sometimes I would come home with 400 that night. Sometimes I come home with nothing, and less even, because I had to spend money on gas. So that was kind of impractical at the time. I learned a new skill, and I realized I really don't enjoy doing it, and I just didn't have enough time with my daughter. And then right after I stopped, it was right when I got pregnant, I stopped working there because I wasn't feeling good, and I'd had enough anyways. So I mean, it was hard for Mo because that messed up her routine a little bit, because that meant when it's my favorite, when Mommy went to work, that meant she had to stay with a family member, which she was fine with that, but it was just something different that she had to deal with, and I didn't get to spend as much time with her and my husband as I really wanted to. So that actually was hard too, and we ended up having issues, like not bad issues, like not marital problems, but he'd worked in that industry and he told me how it was going to be, and I kept telling him, I can do it, I bet I can do it, it's different now. You know, I'm not you, I can do it, it's a little different. But he was completely right on how it would be, and I should have listened to him. And I think he was kind of upset at me for that. But he wasn't telling me how I told you so. He never actually once did when I broke down and told him I couldn't do it anymore. Like, this job sucks so freaking bad, and it's hard for some people to watch Mona sometimes, and I don't like having to do that. I want my kid, whenever I'm free, I want her with me, you know, and I don't like, I mean, that job wasn't something my husband needed me to do. I really wanted to, because I'd actually previously went through like a really bad mental state, just feeling crappy all the time mentally. And well, I thought working and making some money to help my husband, you know, would make me feel better, and it did not. It put more strain on us because we didn't get to spend quite as much time together. Like, I went to work at 3 in the afternoon. My husband, at the time where he was working, would get off at 6. Go straight, you know, to the house we were living in before and get, you know, so he could relieve my Nana or his mom or somebody from watching Mo, and he could spend time with Mo. But by the time I got home, it was 12, and Mo was 99% of the time she was asleep by that time, which is good. I would have been a little irritated if he let her stay up that late, but she did want to a few times to say goodnight to Mommy, which is so sweet. But I hated having to do that. That means I only got a few minutes with my husband, because he would stay up waiting for me, and I felt so bad. It's like, damn, dude, because he would never stay up that late since he had been out of the tattoo business, or since he hadn't had to be on a night shift of any kind. He never stayed up that late. Like, the latest we'll stay up is 9, and he gets cranky if we're up still then. But it's just how it is. I don't blame him for that at all. But anyways, yes, he was very, very, very right about how that industry was, and how I was going to be treated, and how people were going to treat me, and, you know, that I was sticking needles in their body, and they're gonna disrespect me or grab me, and it's like, I could get hurt, or you could get hurt. And are also people not being truthful when they sign their paperwork. They might have diabetes, so in that case they could, like, their sugar could drop and they could really, like, pass out, and like, that's just something we need to know, those kind of things. If you want a piercing and you have diabetes, check with your doctor first, and if they're okay with it, come in and have a consultation with a body piercer first and see if they're even comfortable doing that. Never make somebody do that and then tell them later, oh, by the way, I just passed out because I'm diabetic. And then you're looking at them like, you could have got me fired. You could have got us in a lot of trouble. Like, after I knew she was fine, that shit happened. It's like,